The first one is a working plate, so you can put everything inside, and a lamp. And next thing is of course the clean kit, liquid, and also the tools to unscrew the lens. A scissor or anything that can have two legs that you can turn the screw open. Of course you can also use the professional one, but the scissor will do the same kind of job. The cloth will be also useful. Special lens cleaning tissue. Yeah, dust-free tissues will also be used. So that's all the toolkit you will use for cleaning the lens. Normally we start from the top, and we need to open the lens nipple, which is this part. It's this part. Some of the lens nipple they actually have a place where you can put the openers there and unscrew it, but some of them don't have that. So the two ways, whether you use a notch rubber to rubberize or using your fingers. Of course you have to clean your fingers anyway, you have to clean the lens, and also rubberize like that. Okay, for this case I was just using it because this one has the pin there, so I can use that one, use a scissor to open that one. Okay, so once you use your force to turn one bit, then you will be able to loosen the cap like that. Then you can use a small one to turn the label out. And once you loosen a little bit, you can actually, because this one the thread actually has a dent, so it's will be a little bit tricky to fully take that out. Yeah, you can see here the dent actually prevent me to fully taking out the thing there. The thing is, the front element will be losing out, but you have to press it to hold it, so the front element won't jumping around, and then you will be able to I think at this point this dent is really prevent me, so I think I have. Otherwise, this one can open. Okay, so now I finally open the plate by force it to open, because the dent actually on this side is actually preventing the lens to be able to fully thread it open, so it's basically stuck at the end and I can't unscrew it out. So in order to protect the glass and save the lens, then I have to sacrifice the exterior. But the glass is perfectly fine. Okay, so after you clean out the name plate for the lens, the next part is basically cleaning out each of the lens here. So normally the front glass will directly pop up, so it's quite dirty. I will clean this one first using the liquid there. and then we will continue to dig out the internal glass elements. Just spray on the glass. Also the back side. Okay, so now we're coming to the second element of the front glass. So the second element in the front glass, normally there's two types of it. Simply they will also have something similar as a kind of the mounting cord. Basically some, I will get another lens for example, like this. So you will find one on each side and another one on the opposite side. Yep. Yeah, like these elements. Just use your finger to slightly rotating it out. Okay, so for this one actually it's just by using pressure from the side, just slightly tune each side and pull with a little bit of force, then you will be able to take this out because this one has no thread. Okay, so now we're finally getting into the second glass. Okay, as you can see, this lens is actually a very simple design. That means it actually has no thread. Normally for Pentax lens I have fixies, normally they have thread inside, but this one seems it just drop out. You can just pop it out from it and you can see it's actually using resistance to keep it inside instead of using thread. So now we are taking out the second glass and you can see it's very dirty here from certain angle. Yeah, you can see from this angle it's very dirty. So let's clean this out with this one. Okay, now as you can see, now this glass is very clean now. So of course when we install this glass back to the lens, we will have the second cleaning to clean the fingerprints and some dust. But for now, it will do very well. Okay, so now let's come to the back. Okay, so that's well for the back to start up. The first thing is just taking this out by unscrewing it. And the second thing is, for this one is very simple. You just unscrew that one and take a look. The aperture control is all about this one, and then you taking out of this one, and then you have this. The next part is taking the rear elements out. Then use that one, and let me point out that one with the aperture ring open. And then I'll screw that out. I think it's very hard to take this out without proper tool, so I'll just clean it directly in this side and this side, and in between should be fine. Okay, so after cleaning it, it's time to blow dust away. I also blow dust away from inside, and now it should be okay to follow a assemble part. Okay, so now the glass is perfectly cleaned. All the elements is clean inside out. Yep, there's some marks, but no choice because the front thread is definitely cannot taking that out. Have to cut because otherwise this one, because the shape is out of shape. So then this thread cannot thread out, and I have to cut this thing to be able to bring it out. Yeah. So, but overall, it's still working. Everything's fine. The photo is okay quality. So that's the overall of the surgery.